Group seeks $100M for woman killed by U.S. border agent. Houston U advocates demanded $100 million in damages Thursday on behalf of the family of a 20-year-old Guatemalan woman who was shot and killed by a U.S. Border Patrol agent last year. The legal claim on behalf of Claudia Patricia Gmez Gonzalez was filed 1 year after she died. It comes as the American Civil Liberties Union of Texas filed the claim under the Federal Tort Claims Act as a precursor to filing a lawsuit. Gmez Gonzalez crossed the U.S.-Mexico border in Texas along with several migrants who were confronted by a Border Patrol agent, who opened fire and killed her. The claim says Gmez Gonzalez posed. It demands $50 million each for personal injury and what it says was Gmez Gonzalez's wrongful death. Her. U.S. Customs and Border Protection, the Border Patrol's parent agency, declined to comment Thursday. The agency revised its statement a day later to say Gmez Gonzalez was one. The agent, who was not identified, was placed on administrative leave at the time. Gmez Gonzalez was from San Juan Ostuncalco, outside the western highland city of Quetzaltenango. Family members have more than 160,000 people from Guatemala were apprehended at the U.S.-Mexico border between October and April. At Gmez, we
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.